The Court of Appeal has acquitted and discharged Dr. Forson and Richard Jakpa in the ongoing ambulance case. This essentially ends the prosecution of the two at the High Court, which started in 2021. The Attorney General has, however, served notice of challenging the decision of the Court of Appeal. There's more in the following report.
The acquittal follows an appeal on the High Court ruling on application for submission of no case filed by the two accused persons, Dr. Forson and Richard Jakpa. The said ruling instructed the accused persons to open their defense. The Court of Appeal, however, by a 2-1 majority, overturned the decision of Justice Ifyasewa Asariboche. The case against Dr. Forson was that, as Deputy Finance Minister without authorization, he requested for the issuance of the letters of credit that guaranteed payment for the ambulances under certain conditions. The trial judge, after the prosecution closed its case, concluded that a prima facie case had been made against the accused and they ought to open their defenses. But at the Court of Appeal, the court noted that the finding by the judge was, amongst other things, ambiguous, lacked logical connection between the evidence and the finding of the court. The trial has been one of enormous interest to the public. So was the decision of the Court of Appeal. ChannelOne News thus approached the Judiciary Committee of Parliament for comments, as Dr. Forson is a leader in Parliament. Chairman of the committee and a member of the Minority Caucus, Cletus Avoka, described the decision of the court as heartwarming. He, however, called on Dr. Forson to focus on the 2024 polls.
We congratulate the minority leader, Dr. Forson. We think that he's an honest man. He's a parliamentary candidate, and then we think that he should take time off and then go and campaign and win his seat, and then also let John Mahama win the flag bearership. He shouldn't worry himself doing any other thing.
He, however, believes that officers of the incumbent NPP government who have failed to ensure the ambulances are utilized must be held to account, including the Attorney General.
They have not been used just because somebody decided that let me do some other people in rather than make use of them. A fellow should be brought to account. For even when the case was going on, they could have been put to use. They could have been, worked on and then put to use, because this is Mother Ghana's money.
I surmise that the person who should be answered should be part of this current government.
We now go back and then check those. How many years now? 8 years that they have been in power, and then they ought to have put the ambulances to use, even if they lacked certain parts, etc. They should have been able to bring them and then show to the judge that these are new parts that we are bringing. We don't want to waste the money further, and then make use of them. They have to answer for that.
Meanwhile, the ranking member and NPP MP says the Attorney General Godfred Yeboadame has done no wrong.
Attorney General represents Ghana, the people, like we represent the people. So when there's anything against the state, it is the Attorney General who ought to do thorough investigations and then put it before courts. When he's not, if he takes his evidence to the court and the court thinks otherwise, he has not lost anything. But people should understand that the Attorney General represents government of Ghana.
The Attorney General, on his part, has rejected the decision of the Court of Appeal, describing it as perverse. In a statement, he revealed intentions to appeal at the Supreme Court. His deputy, Diana Asunabadapa, in an interview with ChannelOne News, revealed that their outfit is confident in getting the Court of Appeal decision overturned.
While we respectfully taking the decision of the Court of Appeal, it is without prejudice to our unambiguous dissatisfaction of the decision, in the sense that we find it as perverse to the fight against impunity and abuse of public officers. So with respect, while we accept the decision, we also unambiguously express our dissatisfaction, and also that is why it is the position of this honorable office that we shall appeal the decision at the Supreme Court.
She, however, urged Ghanaians to end attacks on the judiciary, considering the praises that the decision has attracted.
Happy that now certain persons that were attacking the judiciary have had their volte-face position now and are praising the judiciary. And that's the beauty of democracy, that we in the legal fraternity, it will be very unwise of us to think that there cannot be a different position by even different levels of the court. And so it is my hope that with the now turnabout praises that we are given the judiciary, we'll maintain that whenever even cases go against us. Because clearly, in any given case in court, almost always there's one party that the decision goes in favor and one that it doesn't. And so we should understand, first of all, democracy. We should understand how the judiciary works.
The Office of the Attorney General says it disagrees with the decision of the Court of Appeal in its entirety. It will study the judgment and then appeal at the Supreme Court. Reporting for Channel One News, Hansen Ajiman.